Hello everyone, Jason here from Empire Distributing, here to talk to you about the 24 ProBuilder line of fireplaces. Similar to the rest of the line of 36 and 42 ProBuilders, this little 24 compact size gives us that vertical installation of that vertical style, portrait style that a lot of our consumers like. A little bit bigger viewing area than you're going to get with our current bed and breakfast appliance or 21 TRB. It's going to be a little bit less heat, 18,000 BTUs, but again, it's a tempered glass appliance, so you're not going to get as much heat into the room as you would with a 21 TRB. Some really unique features on this I want to point out. Of course, consult the manual for all the fine details, but I just wanted to give you the basics of this appliance. What I have next to me is a millivolt, 24 ProBuilder millivolt. This appliance requires no batteries and no power for operation, so if dependability is your goal, this thing here will run regardless of power or batteries. This appliance, as well as the GSB unit, ships with an 8-piece log set. So this is the actual set you will get. You don't need to worry about ordering a log set or media separately. It's going to ship right in the box with the unit. From an installation standpoint, I'd like to point out this outer flange that they've done with this appliance, and I really like this from an install standpoint. With this outer flange installed, this would be for thick facing material. Anything more than 1.5 inches, you simply install up to this stop or trim stop all the way around on all 4 sides. That will ensure that when the job is done, the finished faceplate or finished screen will simply lock into place and come back off again. You're not relying on someone to take really critical measurements or make their own tile stop or thick facing stop. However, if you're doing a material that's less than 1.5 inches, this outer piece is removable all the way around the perimeter. There's 2 screws in each one, and it leaves you this tile stop or tile flange. As long as your material is less than 1.5 inches, you can touch or bring it up to this flange. But the cool part about it is this finished faceplate will actually cover that material so you don't see the inside edge of the tile or the marble or the granite, so it can hide a lot of imperfections in your cuts. You don't have to be super precise. What they've also done is the bottom of this piece is removable. So if you want to install this unit up elevated in a wall and have trim on all 4 sides, leave it as is. If you're going to have a hearth under this appliance and you don't want the bottom trim, or you don't want it to appear like it's floating, this is actually removable. You can't see it. They've done a nice job with this seam. There's 2 bolts or 2 nuts on each side, and you can take the entire bottom trim right off. So some really nice features when it comes to finishing and installing around this unit. The nailing flanges are reversible for extended or a flush installation, so a lot of flexibility there. Gas comes in on the left-hand side, power comes in on the right-hand side. If you intend to install a fan or an Ember Glow light on this appliance, they're options. They need to be added on when you're tallying the final bill. They also need to be installed on the appliance when you go out to do the job. It is easier to install the fan from the back of the appliance, so you may want to do that before you go to the job site. The light kit installs from the front. If you're going to be adding both of those features, you would want to put the light kit in before the fan. It's a little bit simpler to do it in that order. So again, this is just the Green Smart Basic unit. Next, I'm going to slide over and look at the GSB. So this is the 24 ProBuilder GSB unit. Essentially, it looks the same from the outside. It does have the Green Smart operating system on it. So if the customer wants to be able to light the pilot simply by pressing a button or turn the pilot off, they can. Of course, this unit is going to require either power or good batteries, one or the other. So I want to talk to you about venting a little bit. This unit does ship with a 5/8 thimble. It comes standard right inside, regardless of which unit you're buying. So if you're doing the quoting at the store, remember you don't need to add this thimble in. It's going to ship with the unit. Only ships with a 5/8 thimble. One thing I want to point out is if you intend to put a 90-degree elbow on top of this appliance to go through the wall, whether it's straight through the wall or in a corner, it doesn't matter if it's natural gas or propane. You do not need any vertical rise on this unit. The 90-degree elbow is all you have to have. If you're going to terminate horizontally, you cannot use a sconce cap on this appliance. You can only use the high wind horizontal termination cap. If your elbow is 8 feet or less from the floor of the appliance, you have to stay with 5/8 pipe. If you're horizontally terminating and you're above 8 feet, you can reduce to the smaller diameter pipe. In fact, you have to reduce to the smaller diameter pipe. In that case, this thimble is not going to work for you. You would have to supply the smaller thimble. Whenever you terminate vertically, so whenever you're quoting a vertical termination cap, you must reduce to the smaller pipe on this appliance. Again, you're going to want to look at the manual for the fine details, but I just wanted to bring up the basics for you. Also inside this appliance is a pipe shield. This is in the open fashion. Of course, I would bend it. This would get installed once you're finished with your installation to keep heat away from the header and the framing materials. This also includes a header shield, which gets installed. These TPs will stand up for your standoff material, and this would go up here to protect your header. So all of this does ship with the appliance when you open it up. Okay. Next, I'd like to slide over to the Deluxe appliance. 24 ProBuilder Deluxe, just like the rest of the family. This is going to include the remote control, the Deluxe remote control. Now, one thing this appliance does not have on it, just like the other Deluxe or ProBuilder units, there is no downlighting in this appliance. You have the great Ember Glow lighting, which you can control from your remote, as well as your fan. One other thing you need to order separately with this is you must order a log set. You have a choice of a traditional log, or what we have here is a birch log set. It's a 10-piece set, looks really, really nice, especially with the black glass firebacks. Even though this is only 18,000 BTUs, it does have that stadium-style burner, so we can get a nice flame presentation. We fill about 2/3 of the glass with the flame, so it really looks nice. They've made some nice improvements on the glass handles, the glass removal handles. Easier to get your fingers around and pull those off to get your glass off the appliance. So just a few things I wanted to point out on the new 24 ProBuilder series. These are all in stock. We are shipping them. You know, with the current situation, it is a nice time to work in your showroom and get things updated. This may be an appliance that works for you. If you have any more questions, please give us a call here at the office. Thank you.